Time now for better tech tips. Today we are talking about ways to reload your PC computer system.
Stan Prager from GoGeeks, of course, here to tell us more on starting clean with our PCs.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Isn't PC computer redundant? Because isn't it personal computer?
So we kind of use it as a generic term.
Personal
it could
computer,
be a laptop,
computer.
could be anything,
Okay.
but yes, it could be. If you want to be redundant, you can say that again.
I do a good job at that. You can say that. Nice.
So basically, I often recommend to people buy a new computer. We sell new computers at GoGeeks. We can take care of you, but everyone's not ready for a new computer. But let's say it's running kind of sluggish and not, we've checked it, maybe we've cleaned it before, you've had viruses, what have you, but it still isn't the way that it was when you first got it. And you'd like to have that again. You're not ready to buy a new one yet. So there are alternatives, all right? So unlike our own human body, which we cannot rewind, unfortunately.
Yeah.
On my birthday, it occurred to me, it'd be nice if I could do a rewind, right?
Yeah,
but we can't go back to factory reset on that. But we can do that with your computer. So, and we do it for a flat rate. So we can take your system, we can back up your documents, your pictures, your music.
All the things you want to keep.
All the things you want to keep. And then we can erase it and do a fresh reload of Windows on it. So it's like a brand new computer, and then restore your stuff back on there.
Do you do the same version of Windows as on the computer previously, or will you update that?
Normally you would use the same version on there unless you wanted to get a, it depends. If it's really old, then it's not worth doing.
Sure.
Right.
But, if it's a computer that's a few years old, you could do it with the same operating system on there. Or if you decided, I want to go with Windows 10, I have Windows 7, so that could be a good time. We could build that into the whole thing. There'd be an extra charge for that, but because we have to buy the Windows license. But we can do that. The other thing that we can do is this. Let's say you've got a computer, it's not that old, but you'd like to maybe start with a faster hard drive. Some of the new hard drives are much faster than the older ones. We could replace your existing hard drive.
Is the hard drive the brains or the storage? I always get confused.
It's the storage. But the structure of the hard drive can make a difference. It's not as big of a difference as the processing speed and the RAM and some of the other things, but it can make a difference. If you've got a slow hard drive in there and it's older, maybe replacing the hard drive is a good way to go. It may not be cost effective. The correct answer might be you need a new computer. But we offer a free evaluation. So we tell people, bring the system into GoGeeks, let us take a look at it. We can tell you, would it benefit from this? Would it be a waste of money for you to do this? Or would it be a good investment? If your computer's been infected a couple of times, or if you've had software glitches and you just had a lot of issues, sometimes the best thing to do is to, the registry is like your DNA. We can erase that. You can get fresh DNA in your computer. You can start all over again.
And ideally, that will make the computer perform as it did when you took it right out of the box.
Exactly. Just like when it came out of the box the first time, but any of the glitches that you're having. And the first thing we do before we do that is we test the hardware to make sure it's not hardware related.
And I was going to say that, what if it's something that you take off the computer and now it's reset and you put it back on, something in your file is corrupted? Well,
no, see, the thing is we back up your data. Yeah. Your data wouldn't be corrupted. It's the system files that get corrupted. And so we don't take a lot of people in the old days, they take like a picture of the hard drive and then restore that. That's not what we do. We only back up your data. So the system files, which are the things that can get infected or can get corrupted, you're going to have all brand new ones because we're reinstalling Windows from scratch. So it's like a fresh DNA.
And quickly, is there a rule of thumb? How old is too old when it comes to a computer? 5 years, 10 years?
If you're at 5, 6 years, you should be getting a new computer.
Time to get a new one.
Depending on what you got also. If you started off with a really inexpensive, poor computer to begin with, you might want to do it sooner. Store-bought computers, 3 years often. If it's a custom they got from us, they usually can go 6 years or so.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Stan, great information.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir.